Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody there? Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Good evening, guten Abend. Buenos tardes, buenas noches. I can see that there is somebody there. Very good to see you. That one kind of brought me back to some kind of reality. Normality. After the madness that is the Blackpool Soul Festival. I still have the sounds of seagulls ringing in my ears. I don't know if you find this, those of you that live near the sea, does it sound like they're laughing at you? I thought they're mocking me, especially at 4 a.m. Oh! Head office has contacted me with a haiku. Just practicing. Ooh. Oh, I love this. Is a deep one. Rachel Ray, thank you. Music soothes my soul. Whispers to a hidden me. Speaks my truth within. Yeah. Music soothes my soul. Whispers to a hidden me. Speaks my truth within. What a powerful last line. Rachel's another wonderful saxophone player. There's a few of them out there tonight, I see. Diana's in the house. Martin's in the house. Diana's in the house. Better be on my best behaviour. I wish I'd spent more time looking for a good reed. I mean, the bit of cane, the lollipop stick that goes in the end. I don't mean Lady Chatterley's lover. Yeah, on with the show. Hurrah. Speaks my truth within. Yeah. Well, while it's been raining in Blackpool, in more ways than one, I hear you've been having a heat wave everywhere else, so I think we could say safely that summer is here. So we need the Paul Birchall, Snakey Davis composition, the Summer Song. Yeah. Yes, the summer song. It's official, is it? So isn't it nearly actually that longest day thing? Oh, I'm putting this away, but I don't even know what I'm doing. I think I've got some notes missing here. No, that wasn't them. What am I doing? Anybody know what I'm doing? Oh, I'm doing this later, so I'll get those. I'll put them here. Too many screens. I'll make them bigger. Then I can see them when the time comes. I can get rid of that. You didn't need to know any of that. Well, I thought I might play some baritone, because the baritone always gets a right old outing at a Northern Soul gig, as you can imagine. We were back in a wonderful singist called Patty Austin. She has a very illustrious, marvellous, lengthy career, even longer than mine, would you believe? And she was a lot of work with Quincy Jones in the recording studio and live too. But she was telling me that she played flute for 20 years after having been given a flute by Sharib Shahab. I can't remember his name exactly. That flute player who did a lot of work with Quincy. So I'm getting a new one here. You can have this. I think she was only about 11 or something. But I did the flute bits last night. But there's lots and lots of Bari, so I thought I'll keep it while it's warm. Because poor old Bari, when I go away, like doing the workshops in Spain and stuff, even touring in Japan, old Grandpa can't come with me because he's too big and too heavy and too fragile. So Baltimore, Waterford, Carlingford and Dublin. You've been on your holidays, Chris? Sounds great. I haven't been to Ireland for a long time. I love Ireland. Why is this blinking? Are you alright, Grandpa? Yes, Mr. Snake. Let's get Stu on board and have a bit of yeah. Yes, Mr. Stew Piano, Stuart Collingwood. What a wonderful musician that boy is. Right, what we're doing? Yeah. Whole weekend in Blackpool, I never saw the sea, you know. Working. I did see the River Wire though. We did. Me and Sally and Joe and Andrew and Ginny saw the River Wire. And it's a bit strange because part of the River Wire was going one way and another part of the River Wire was going the other way. I think it's to do with tides. It's interesting. I bet Mike Cole could explain it. I bet Richard could explain it. There's been a lot of creaking going on. Me old bones. This is a great song. Sorry, I was getting a bit loud. Turn it down, Snakey. Stop getting excited. Cheers. It was only that one, hopefully, was it? That was too loud. I think I overcompensated because that track is a bit quiet. So I whacked it up. Is there a Helen Watson? A virtual Helen Watson in the house? Hope so. What key do we do this in? Yep.
Snakey, let's sing a song together, yeah? 2, 3, and...
What I love needs, baby.
What
I love needs, baby.
What
I love needs, baby.
I'll love you more, kissing, and not so much kissing. Let's stop this fighting. Our love needs tightening. Yes, it does, honey. Our world is falling down. Let's build it up again from the ground. Because our hearts need correcting. Moving in the right direction from loneliness, tenderness, real possess. If there is more kissing and not so much hissing, it will be exciting. Our love is frightening. Yes, it is honey. But what do people all in love? They stick together like a hand inside a glove. So let's head in that direction. Give our love more protection from loneliness, tenderness, real possess. What our love needs, baby. What our love needs. You say you want me, you know I want you to. Come on, baby, this is what we're gonna do. Give our love some more protection. Keep it headed in the right direction, baby. Loneliness, tenderness, real possess. What our love needs, baby. What our love needs, baby. What our love needs, baby. What our love needs, baby.
Dear Helen. Helen Watson, oft to be seen with Daphne's Flight, just been on tour. I missed them at the Ropery because I was in Spain. Poor excuse. Old Soul. It's a piece called Old Soul. Old Soul. What did I call the river then? I got it wrong, obviously. Thank you, Helen. You angel. Angel of the South. Hoping to be the angel of Ireland. I'm off to Cheltenham on Tuesday to play the adorable Cheltenham Playhouse with the wacky mad professor who is Robin Smith. Perhaps I'll see you, some of you southern dogs down there. It's a lovely venue. And then back up to Gainsborough for Friday in the church. I know I'll see some of you there. I know it. I do know it. And then a bit of a run of gigs then. Well, 2 in a row. 2 in a row with the Divine Gareth Moulton, Richmond Georgian Theatre, and Dewsbury, new place called The Terrace. Oh, there is another one, but it's sold out, so I didn't mention it. So I didn't want you to go and be refused admission. I knew there was another one. So what should we have? Oh, and then something in Nottingham at Bink's Yard called, I think, it's lots of lovely rock music, I think. I haven't learnt my tunes yet. What's it called? Yacht Rock. And then we're out with the trio, a couple of nights in down south again. Need my passport renewed. Great Hampton, and then the Pizza Express in Dean Street, and then Helmsley Arts Centre. What a busy boy I am. So I'm in a Northern Soul mood, and I'm in love. Don't know where I'm going, don't know what I'm gonna do, just know I'll be happy being in love with you. I'm so in love with you, and when the stars begin to we were listening to this song on the way from Blackpool, from a film of the same name. It came out in 1966 and starred Michael Caine. He must have been quite a young Michael Caine. So I thought I'll have a go. I thought, how hard can it be? A monkey could play it. No, I didn't think that. I just thought I'll have a go. Beautiful tune. Leeds rhinos. Leeds rhinos instead of Snaky the snake. Oh, the snake is eaten by a rhino. Right. How do I... Bacharach and David, of course. What an amazing song this is. I think that'd be nice when I get it right. He says, a mixture of cockiness and humility. Yeah. You've got to have a go, haven't you? Great song. Oh, dear. Well, I'm going to play one more with my brethren, the Fakies. And then bid you adieu. And hope to see you on the road. And when am I back? Down in the den next week, I think. Where am I? Okay, I'm thinking. Gainsborough. Yeah, we can do it. Whew. Same time, same place, different songs. So, lots of love and thanks to all of you. Those of you who are chatting and those of you who are not chatting. Judy, Stella, Julie, everybody, so many of you out there. I appreciate and feel your warmth and your company. Keep coming, spread the word. Happy days, happy evenings. Big thanks to Birchie and Simon and the boys, to Helen Watson, of course, Stu Collingwood. Big up to Joe, the Tech King, Sally, the Shirt Queen, and the Zoom companies to provide some of the tracks. There's a great company called Zoom, great company called Karaoke Version. So this is a real classic that we always hear on the dance floor in Blackpool, probably 3 or 4 times over the weekend. So with the aid of my brother Fakies, we'll see you out with a bit of a dance. How does this start? Okay, yeah. The louder you sing, the less it will matter if I get it wrong. We used to say, the more you drink, the better we sound. I'll see you before we go. Thank you, Fakies. Oh. You can go and have a lie down, Fakies. I'll put Grandpa to bed. Good old boy. Well, it's crowded in here today, in the cosy corner. I might be able to move back out to the frozen wasteland, because it won't be frozen anymore, will it? You guys have a great week. I'll see you next Sunday, if not before. And take care, primarily of yourselves, and then of everybody around you. Go steady. Get plenty of daylight. Eat well. Take care. I'll see you next week. Simon! Ah.